Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barrel Bros podcast. Today, we are joined by some jackass in a neon yellow shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so, Louis, we learned a lot about Feng Shui the other day.
Yeah, we did.
Now,
Now, did the two of you know what Feng Shui is?
Yeah.
No. You don't know what Feng Shui is? Okay, so
jackass in neon yellow shirt is going to be learned today.
okay, so Feng Shui is
be
basically it's a Chinese sort of
It's the art of placement.
yeah, it's the art of placement. It's about harmonizing with your environment. And it basically deals with the flow of qi through like buildings and rooms. Now, in public speaking, we listened to a speech by a girl who was talking about Feng Shui. And while listening to this speech, I was thinking, alright, she's talking about all this stuff you can do with your room to improve its Feng Shui. Like you have... Well, anyway, this girl was talking about Feng Shui and different things you can do. Like, one of the things is, just have windows in your room. Another is the head of your bed should face like,
certain direction.
A certain direction. I think it was like east or something. And like from your bed, you can see your room's door and,
Well, if it's
and the
towards
windows.
Mecca, is that okay?
Towards Mecca.
Well, that depends on your Kua number, but we'll get there later.
Yeah, well, and like you can have don't have any sharp corners in your room, because that disrupts the flow of chi.
It makes
through the
vortexes.
room.
Makes
It makes
vortexes of the
vortexes.
chi.
I thought it's just so you don't run into it and hurt yourself.
Have
Well,
carpet.
that's caused by vortexes of the chi.
Yeah, you want to have you want to have a carpeted floor.
Okay.
That slows chi down and
Yeah.
lets it stay in your room longer.
Yeah. At night, you want to close the curtains because that'll slow down the flow of chi out of the room.
Okay. What if I close the curtains and I have a dream catcher? Boy, this.
It's different.
That's different.
I know.
For some reason, having a bowl of water just in the room helps.
Having a big wide-angle mirror as well.
A big wide-angle mirror.
That helps reflect chi around your room.
Yeah. Okay, so while I was listening to all this, I was thinking, okay, how good is the Feng Shui in my room? And so I was thinking, okay, I have carpeted floors. I checked, I don't have many sharp corners in my room, believe it or not.
The only ones are down low.
I have 2 windows and a door, and I can see all of those things from the head of my bed. I have 2 wide mirrors in my room. And I do have curtains I can close, that I do close at night. So
Curtains I always have closed.
Well, that's not good during the day for feng
that's
shui.
not good during the day because the chi needs to flow into the
Yeah,
room.
light,
during the day.
natural light is the main thing that keeps chi flowing, apparently.
Yeah. So, coincidentally, I have a lot of Feng Shui going on in my room.
And now the thing that
I have a
got
lot of
me...
sharp corners in my room.
The thing that got me the most about the feng shui in Louis' room is Louis' bed, the head of the bed faces southwest.
Yeah. It was like southwest or something.
All right? And the Kua number for me and Louis, you don't have the same one, is 3. That's our Kua number. All right? And so, if your Kua number is 3, the optimal directions to face your bed for feng shui is south, southwest, and west.
So how do you find your number?
I just look it up on the internet.
Yeah.
There is a formula.
There's a formula. It's the last 2 years of your birth year. Well, it's the last 2 numbers of your birth year. You add those together, and then you keep adding them. Those 2 numbers you get until you get a single digit number. So ours is 97. So our number is 7, not 3. Whatever. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It has the same
Mine's
directions.
96, so would it be just a lower
It'd be
number?
9 plus 6.
Yeah.
Which is 15. And then you do 1 plus 5. So 6. So your Kua number is 6.
All right.
I think 7 and 3 have the same directions for sleeping.
So now, the reason you want to have good Feng Shui is because,
Is it Feng Shui or Feng Shui?
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui. Now, it's spelled like Feng Shui, but...
Yeah.
Shui. Well, we're not going to talk about Asian spelling.
Now, the reason you want good Feng Shui is because, apparently it reduces stress, it increases productivity, there's magic.
Yeah, there's just magic.
There's magic. I mean, chi is magic.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Japan, then chi is blood.
And this, because I have so much good feng shui, I realized, a lot of magical things do happen in my life. Like, so many things go well. I haven't had too many problems.
Like, have you only double S'd in your room?
Yeah.
Nowhere else?
Yeah, it's like a lot of things, coincidentally go right.
I think you've just been dealt a very good hand.
And it's just...
that's the feng shui,
It's
man.
the feng shui at work, man.
All right.
It's the feng shui. I had good feng shui and I didn't even know it.
All right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is, man. Another thing, you don't need your room to be a mess. Because that disrupts the flow of feng shui.
Yeah, it does.
You're fucked, Tyler.
Yeah.
Sounds like a form of OCD to me.
Feng shui. It's Chinese OCD.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was watching somebody who was like making the whole house had that feng shui flow to it.
Right.
Like the doors have to like equal up, but
Like
also
a straight
not.
line.
It has to be a straight line, but also not. And if there's a wall in the way, it has to flow. It's like
It's like a round wall.
yeah.
It's all about the flow.
It's the flow of
like
the chi.
like he wasn't Chinese or anything. He just said, "Well, it's kind of feng shui," and just put a Buddha head in there. He's like, "All right, got it." That's all he did.
White people take Chinese stuff way too far.
Now, just because I know this doesn't mean I will practice the art of feng shui. I just found it interesting.
It's very coincidental.
Yeah.
Now, another thing.
But do you ever find yourself meditating? Not like
No. Well, I mean, if you count just sitting there and thinking, sometimes.
That's what meditating is.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
Who doesn't meditate?
like that's not just a Buddhist thing. That's
Yeah.
That's even every religion thing to meditate.
I find myself doing it when I'm driving.
Yeah. That's a good time for meditating.
Yeah, that's
You're
an
just-
easy time to do
yeah.
it.
When you're just driving by yourself.
I meditate so hard I fall asleep
It's terrible.
when I drive.
It's terrible.
You know that really nice baby grand piano we have at our church?
Yeah.
Had a great wax, had a great finish on it.
Somebody spilled pledge on it.
Someone got it wasn't even pledge, it was a knockoff brand. It had lemon acid in it,
Yeah.
and there's just grooves in it now.
Oh.
God.
Mm.
The only way you can get that back is you get a professional buffet.
Poor baby
Oh, that
Grant.
sucks.
It's nice too.
So, do you remember my Uncle Dennis Luke? Well,
Yeah.
his house burnt down, okay?
hmm
And he had a baby Grant in there.
Yeah, I remember he told me that.
Did
yeah.
they save the piano?
They
Its
said
legs were there.
They said they was going to make the frame out of into a.
Yeah, they were going to use it in their new house up in the mountains.
Yeah, they were using a frame for like a flower bed.
Yeah.
Because you can't fuck up that frame. That frame is
It's there. It's
a hunk of fucking metal. But the thing is, that baby granny that would mess up over time, that's going to mess up that tone of that piano. I mean, you won't notice it. No one's going to ever know about it, but it will.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing about how a baby grand piano was destroyed in a fire, it's making me tear up. It's making me tear up.
God bless the baby Grant.
Do you know who the best tuners are? Piano tuners.
Blind people.
Mm-hmm. We have one that does all the churches here. So,
Now, what about organ tuners?
or
Still blind people. It'd have to be.
No, because
no,
then
it's
you'd have
air
to
pressure.
you'd have to be crawling around
That's true.
through all that stuff in a pipe organ.
That's true.
I actually got to crawl around in our pop organ because there was one, like the key wasn't stuck, just the trigger was stuck. It was like a really high one, so like we just sitting there, and like it's really hard to tell which pipe's which because you can't feel the air because it's so light. All you hear is, and you gotta sit there and pull them up. That's not it. It's just so aggravating.
At our church, I debate on whether our organ is actually real,
probably not.
or it's just Bose speakers hooked up to the
Jesus.
If
to
you
the
do
organ.
not see a big thing of pipes and like a black screen behind it, it's probably fake.
Well, there's pipes there, but there's no black screen.
If it's just pipes in a wall, no, that's not real.
Well,
It
I
has
mean,
to be deep.
There's nothing behind it, but I can see speakers back
Then it's
Then
fake.
it's Bose. That's not a real organ. Like ours is a real organ. You just don't have to pump ours. Ours is
there. Yeah.
got some type of compressor that works.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, not really. Yours isn't amazing, but
No.
No, I'm talking about Luke's.
Yeah.
Luke's
That's-
shirt.
Amazing.
That's what I'm talking about too. Not the. I mean,
I've
Bose
only
is
got-
nice, but I'd rather have the sound of a real organ.
yeah. Actually, organ is dying. Like nobody's wanting to master an organ anymore.
It's usually the old people that have went to church for a long time. Play
Yeah.
organ.
Well, like I remember I went to Huntington College for a camp, and they have a lot of people get piano majors and all that. There's hardly no one that wants to get organ majors, and they get a big, beautiful organ.
I'd like to play an organ.
I played it before. It's real fun.
Why did you feel like one of those guys in a really old horror movie? There's a really hot debate on whether a piano is a percussion instrument or a stringed instrument.
It's the same. It's
They're
both.
I know it's both. But there's a really hot debate on if it's just one or the other.
Now, how hot is this debate?
Not very.
In degrees.
Alright.
In degrees, how hot is
In
this
degrees Kelvin, it's probably about 700 degrees
debate?
Kelvin.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
Well, it is February 12th, and Deadpool comes out today. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Crystal.
Gonna go see it.
Deadpool, the movie?
Yes.
Oh.
I love
interesting.
the poster they have up. It shows him as like it says Deadpool get a load of this, and he's got a gun. Get a load of me. He's got a gun in front of his crotch. It's great. I'm gonna take Crystal to see that for Valentine's Day. We're gonna go eat crab legs and sushi before the.
Man, look at you, made out of money.
Yeah.
Right. The guy who went broke.
Fancy ass seafood.
Oh, I passed my final and assessment.
Yes, what was
Yeah.
your
Holy
grade?
shit.
Final grade was a 77. That was the same as my final, and my assessment, I passed it.
You just passed.
I mean,
It's better than nothing.
69.8.
It's better than
I got
nothing.
I got a 93. I got a 93 because I didn't verbalize one thing, but other than that, I passed. I just didn't make 100. Oh, but actually, near the end of this month, we should start getting on the back of a truck and actually going out to calls and
Now,
all that.
a truck or an
Okay.
ambulance?
Ambulance, my bad.
It's just a truck.
It's a truck with a bed. Or
It's.
a truck with a closed cab. Let's just say.
I mean, we call it.
Most trucks have a closed cab.
You can call it a truck and ambulance. It's easier to call it a truck because
It's a truck frame.
it's a diesel van that's been modified to haul people in it.
It's a
Now, what are you
it's a
getting
damn
so
truck.
worked up about?
It's a damn truck.
But yeah, but we should. But we only get 24 hours, so that's like it's only 2 hours a day we can do too. So we hardly get no time as basic, but we'll get more with advanced. But one of our adjuncts that's coming, he said he's going to have a radio in the classroom, and we're all going to get medic numbers. So like whenever he gets a call, like a trauma or something, or even
Or
area
memory
back,
loss.
or
Someone has memory loss.
or
and they
if
call you.
area back has a patient, they'll actually be in the middle of class. They'll call our numbers, and we have to grab a jump bag and go to them and go help that patient
Amazing.
because they got area back working with our college because they have one in Dublin.
So it sounds like your schooling's going well.
Mm-hmm.
It's going better than it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that 3-page essay helps.
I'd hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I recently received in my online networking class,
Mhm.
I recently have a project that I needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, like this project, I have to design a network for like a theoretical business that exists.
Yeah.
And it exists in 3 different locations. There's like a building in Florida, and there's 2 in Georgia, like one in Warner Robins and Macon.
Yeah.
So I have to design the LAN in each building. Then I have to design the wide area network that connects each of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to go more specific than that, like specifically what computers each building will use, what their operating systems will be,
What kind of cable connects them all
what
together?
cabling will be used throughout the building.
Just give them XP Office.
Yeah.
They only need Windows 95.
Like,
it does everything they need.
What
Real-
XP? Everyone and their grandmother knows.
I have to research real ISPs that they can use that will provide them internet.
So always go for the cheapest one.
Like what types of phones these people will use, what types of printers.
Android's cheaper.
Are they going to is dial-up going to be used as a backup to the actual network?
No.
Probably, actually.
Really?
Yeah, if the actual network goes down,
Like we have to even
Dial-up could be
even
used.
figure out what type of fax machines they're going to use.
Probably if they have fax machines.
I mean, that's still a thing.
It's always use HP stuff. Always HP.
Because it breaks, you buy a new one for a pretty good price.
I mean, luckily there's not more than 10 people in each building, and they only need like, I think it's like 6 megabit.
It's like a customer service.
It's a marketing firm.
Oh,
So they don't need much, to be honest.
They can just use these HP laptops.
I wouldn't give them laptops.
Yeah, I'd give them desktops, but nothing fancy.
Yeah.
And give them Dell towers.
Actually, there are a certain amount of people in each building that use laptops, though. So. But yeah, now the thing is, this has to be done in a group of 5 over the internet.
Well, you have to do this with 5 people?
With 5 people over the internet.
That he's never
that
met,
I've never met.
can't talk to.
Can't really talk to.
Sounds like a bunch of
This
bullshit.
And
sounds...
it's graded as a group.
This sounds like a shitstorm about to happen.
Like, everyone in the group receives the same grade. So
And you're probably going to be the only
you cannot split the work between the group members, because if one group member does shit
Everyone else gets shit.
during one part, and the entire project is graded, and we receive a bad grade because of that
Y'all
shit,
can't video call each other?
we probably could. Man, I don't even know who's in my group right now. Like,
Wait, what was that other thing you said? It was, and if one person doesn't work at all,
yeah, if one person doesn't work at all, you still have to do it. It's still going to be graded the exact same. Like, he doesn't care if someone doesn't work or not. You still have to get it done. So it's sort of like an
Communism?
No, it's not like communism. It's sort of like an actual IT scenario where you would work with a group of IT people.
That you've never fucking met in your life?
Yeah, you've never met these people in your life. You know, if someone slacks off, you still have to do it and get it done.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
And they still get paid in the real world.
They still get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still get paid, even if they didn't do shit.
just turn it off and turn it back on again. That's all you gotta do.
Just
Yeah.
turn the business off, turn it back on.
Yeah,
Just
Everybody leave and come back in 5 minutes.
yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be interesting, though.
Y'all gotta communicate verbally somehow. Or like,
See,
email.
last time I checked, I'm the only one in my group right now, and there needs to be groups of 5. So I'm hoping people aren't waiting until the last minute to sign up for groups.
Yeah.
So that would suck ass, because like I was hoping I could get a group done earlier, so that I could just like post.
Do you have any way of contacting, like email or anything?
Well, in the class, there are like it's sort of like a forum discussion thing you can do.
Yeah.
So I was hoping to have a full group early, so that I could post a thread saying, okay, when do we actually want to start working on this?
You have to write it as a paper, or you'll have to have like visual aids as well?
There are 2 parts. The first, like, each part has an essay portion,
Yeah.
and then there's also to each part a diagram portion.
You can probably use like Google Docs because you can share the work with people and
Yeah,
they can edit
that's probably how we do it. Yeah,
it.
Best thing about Google Docs is it's free.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it would probably be used real world
Yeah,
a
that's,
lot.
that's what I used when I wrote my paper. Actually, I had Crystal go back and do grammar checks while I was writing it down.
Are you saying you cheated? You had someone else help you with this essay?
Just grammar.
Sounds like you cheated.
Well, I was trying to get it down. She didn't know anything. She didn't know what the hell I was about to type. Like, she knew nothing about pediatric traumas.
He cheated. He had outside help.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. Use a combination of
Yeah.
Google Docs and Google Drive for other stuff. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Apparently, all she
Honestly.
did was the word that Google Docs couldn't understand because it was an actual medical word.
I mean, I understand that you cheated, but you don't have to try to cover yourself so hard, man.
Saying she just corrected the spelling, really.
I mean, that's why you have spell check. That's why you have grammar check. Those are tools. You don't go
Google's
get
gra-
outside
Google Docs
information.
grammar check isn't as good as Microsoft's
Then why didn't you do it in Microsoft?
because I don't have it.
No one can afford Microsoft.
That's why I use Word
Like,
03.
our college uses Blackboard, and like the first time I logged onto it, it's like tools you can download to your computer. It'll give you PowerPoint, give you Microsoft and all that.
Yeah.
And I only saw it that one day, and I can't remember where the hell I saw it, and I can't find it again, so I can't see any of my slides until I get to school.
Well, actually, Louis, as an IT student, don't you get a lot of free stuff from Microsoft?
Yeah, that does not include Microsoft Office.
What the hell? So you can get free Windows 7, but you can't get Microsoft Office.
Yeah, I can get Windows. I can get like Windows 7 Ultimate or something.
Jesus.
I can download servers. I can download.
I want to see what Ultimate looks like and how it works.
I have.
We can Google it.
I have Visual Studio, which is it's just like a software development environment that you can use.
Mm.
I have Visio, which is I use that to design the network diagrams.
How much is GoMeeting.com? Because you probably could use that in your class.
I don't even know what that is.
It's where it's video call, but like you can
You're
present.
talking about GoToMeeting?
Yeah, GoToMeeting. My bad. Like you have the paper and you present it. They can edit it while y'all are FaceTiming and seeing
I
it.
think I've heard of that.
Yeah, they put it on TV a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I know it costs something. It ain't free.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have a lot of group projects, that'd be probably a good investment to have.
It probably would be.
During college and possibly later on.
I don't know if they'd be willing to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather keep things free.
Yeah, I
So-
wouldn't use Skype still because you can't never take that off your computer.
It's like Ask.com. Ask.com is a virus. I actually found where Ask.com was rooted in my data, in my computer.
Mm-hmm.
It was rooted under a folder called Mozilla Firefox. Now, I've never downloaded Mozilla Firefox, so immediate red flags.
Yeah.
Immediate red flags. So I open it, and there's another folder, Google Chrome. Now I'm thinking, how would Google Chrome be in a Mozilla Firefox folder? And I open it, ask.com, ask.com, ask.com. So I deleted it.
Is it because you whittled ass.com?
No, it's a virus. Ask.com is a virus.
You
They
know,
used to
a
have
lot of
commercials. They
things-
used to have commercials about it though. So they had commercials
Yeah.
about
a lot of
virus.
things come
No.
with like
It's a search engine, but it's a virus, how it gets into your computer.
when you download a lot of programs that are free. Oftentimes they have the advertisements,
Yeah.
and they also have like installations for other things
It's a damn
when you install the program. Ask.com is one of those things that commonly pops up, and it's a damn virus. Like it's ridiculous.
All thing I really downloaded is really safe stuff. Is Google Chrome and Audacity on my laptop. Other one I don't give a fuck about.
Well, you see, here's the thing about Ask.com and its virusness. I deleted where it was sourced out of my computer. 2 days later, hadn't downloaded a thing, haven't been connected to the internet.
Came back.
It's there again.
So in your motherboard,
It's probably a self-replicating virus that hides in your program files. Something like that.
like probably attaches to if you have photos or something that attaches to those files.
It's
No.
waiting to take over your computer.
No, Ask.com can't take over my computer.
I wouldn't want to anyway. The computer's dying.
It is.
My computer's new and it's dying.
My computer's like 7 years old and it's just now starting to die.
And all this video rendering I do on mine,
Mm.
that's gonna kill it fast. Because I have my computer running all the time.
The Barrel Bros podcast. The Barrel Bros really need a desktop. I can't really say the podcast because we're kind of branching out and doing other stuff now. So we're just the Barrel Bros now.
Well, we needed to add podcasts because there's a little-known rapper group that has just the Barrel Bros.
No, the Barrel Brothers. That's just an album of theirs. I think they'll only put out one album and that's it.
Okay.
Like, I'm
after that-
not sure. That's all I can find on them.
I think their highest viewed video had like 20,000 views.
Mhm.
So they didn't make it. They didn't make it.
Well, they might have made it separately though.
No,
Like
no, they didn't make it.
I don't know. Probably more like producing. I probably made it in the producing world because I mean, there's so many people that make it in producing world and has so much money.
You mean like Dre?
No, Dre hasn't made it compared to some people.
Beats, man. Beats.
That's how Dre makes his money.
Beats.
And then when he sold it to Apple.
His music sucks.
No, Dre is nowhere close to the guy who produces Jay-Z. That dude's fucking weird, but he's great at what he does.
That's good. That's good.
I can't remember his name. I'll have to look it up.
In other news, Louis brought up something really interesting the other day. What video games you play reflects what kind of a person you are.
I got some psychology here.
Okay.
So yeah, what Yeah,
All right, so
the
we
types of-
already figured out the guy in the neon shirt is very simple.
Yeah, like the
Jackass.
types. Yeah, so the types of video games you play really reflect what type of person you are. So we'll start with you, Luke.
We're getting very deep in this podcast.
Now-
It's like the deepest podcast we've ever had.
Now this is
'Cause the
this
guy
is
in the
going to
neon
be
shirt?
some.
No.
we were
so-
balls deep in emotion.
This is going to be some pseudo-scientific psychology bullshit I'm going to be throwing here. Disclaimer.
All right.
All right. So what types of games do you like? Do you play the most, Luke?
Do I play the most?
And we can each respond, with how we think you are as a person.
Like how truthful it is. Okay. I just enjoy sports games because I just enjoy sports in general. Like I'll play any of them.
All right. So you enjoy sports games.
Except for the racing ones, I just suck balls out
So
of.
you play sports games. Do you play any other types of games most often?
I used to play a lot of Call of Duty and a lot of just straightforward games.
A lot of Call of Duty, yeah.
And
A lot of Halo.
And I just
Remember
got
that.
bored with that, so now it's just mainly when I have the money, I just get some pretty good RPGs. Like
Okay.
I got Skyrim and I'm borrowing Oblivion from Tyler.
You borrowed a lot of games from me.
Okay, so you play sports games.
I used to play a lot of music games when it was big, but that's just because
Stuff like Guitar Hero,
and Rock Band and all
Rock
that.
Band. Okay, so you played a lot of rhythm music games back in the day. You play sports games.
All right, before we do this, do you remember when Nintendo was trying to jump on the musical wagon? They had like one where you can play any instrument. They had like trumpets, trombones.
What the hell?
I only saw. Yeah, they did. I remember. I only saw one commercial of it, but they had like almost any instrument. You do it with the nunchucks. I thought it was like that's pretty
Holy
cool,
shit.
but I don't see how that would really work when you try to get a Wii boxing and you can't even fucking win the matches.
Oh well.
But other than that, yeah.
All right, so mainly for you, it's sports games, sort of musical rhythm games. You used to play mainly FPS like Call of Duty.
And on my phone, I play strategy and puzzle games.
Okay, so on your phone, strategy and puzzle, and then you've branched into RPGs, big open RPGs like Skyrim and Oblivion. Okay, so what does that say about you? Well, let's start with the sports games. What does the sports games say about you? Well, I mean, you like sports.
Don't want to go through the effort of actually playing.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't mind. I'll go out and play it. I just
You could
You're
say
being
that.
a little defensive there, Luke. This is 100% truthful,
That-
pseudoscientific psychology bullshit.
That's one way you can interpret it. You like sports, but you don't want to go through with the effort of playing it, or
never getting to play for that
or
team.
it's just your way of living, the NFL dream.
You're living vicariously through.
You're living through these football players that you can't be. All right, there's not too much.
I'm never
to the
playing
sports games
Roethlisberger
thing.
again.
Musical rhythm games. Well, I know you like music a lot, so that's part of the reason you play those. Another reason is, for me, like, one reason I play OS, which is a musical rhythm game, is I actually like, to a certain extent, skill-based games that sort of challenge your skill level, and you can improve, you get better. So you probably like something that challenges your skill, particularly with music. And so you like first-person shooters, straightforward, like Call of Duty.
It's very simple.
It's simple, it's straightforward, it's
It's a
action-packed.
waste of time.
It's a waste of time. But yeah, it's straightforward, it's action-packed. There's not too much thought put into it. It shows a certain level of, you're easily entertained, and a certain level of simple-mindedness. You like things straightforward. No fucking around. Now
You can't.
you've branched into RPGs, so your mind has broadened. Over the years, your mind has actually expanded, and
It came to a shock to all of us.
and with that, your imagination has grown, and so you stepped into the realm of fantasy, Skyrim and Oblivion. You interact with these fantasy characters, you make choices, you feel like you're influencing the world through your decisions. It shows a sign of growth. It shows a sign that you have your imagination is broad, or it's broadened from what it used to be. And then the puzzle and strategy games on your phone. Now, you don't play phone games all the time. So, every once in a while, you do like to test your intelligence a little, your mental prowess, but not often. Not often.
That really hurts your head.
Yeah, it's too mentally taxing to do it all the time, so you limit your strategy and puzzle games to your phone. So you play those every once in a while.
Should we move on to neon yellow shirted jackass?
Alright, so Quinn, what types of games do you play the most? It shouldn't be too different from Luke's, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Halo, a lot of Call of Duty,
Right.
especially Rainbow Six.
Okay, so Halo and Call of Duty, like I said before, straightforward, action-packed.
Easily entertained.
Now, Rainbow Six is a bit different. That is a very highly strategical shooter.
That's Tom Clancy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tom Clancy Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Is it Splinter Cell or is it just Rainbow
No, it's
Six?
Tom
No, it's not.
Rainbow.
It's not Splinter
Splinter
Cell.
Cell is pretty freaking fun.
It's a Rainbow series game.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell's hard as shit.
Yeah, Rainbow Six is.
Especially when you're 6
there's
years
a
old,
high
probably.
level of strategy to that game, so it's not straightforward at all. So you do like to strategize and think, cooperate with your team sometimes. So you're a mostly straightforward person, simple-minded to some extent, if you want to put it that way. But you do like to strategize and think outside the box every once in a while. You like teamwork, because Rainbow Six needs a lot of teamwork.
Could be that one-man army.
Could be.
I have made some major clutches on that game. It's been 3-1.
Yeah.
And I've made some clutches.
Yeah.
Guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
All I really play at this point is RPGs, RTSs. I play a little bit of OS.
Okay, so RPGs. Let's see. RPGs. Yeah, you really need a decent amount of imagination to get into RPGs. And you need a certain level of initiative and independence to get through an RPG, because you need to make decisions. You need to know what skills am I going to level up, how am I going to build this character,
What dialogue to skip, what dialogue not to
what
skip.
dialogue to skip, what dialogue not to skip. How am I going to respond to this person talking to me? So yeah, you're able to take in all these various elements and variables and process them to make the best decision.
Or the worst,
Or the
depending
or the worst decision.
how you want to play the game. You could just be one B.
So yeah, broad imagination, and you like to think. And now you also like RTSs and strategy. Alright, now this, to me, it shows a certain level of control. You actually, you like to have a lot of control, because, in real-time strategies and other things like that, oftentimes you are, for example, in Civ 5, which you've been playing, you literally control an entire civilization of people.
Right.
And, according to your will, they could either expand and become prosperous or die a horrible death. And you like that. You like to be in control. You like to think. It shows a certain amount of intelligence, if you want to go that far. And you play a little bit of OS, so you like to test your physical skills.
But not too much.
But not too much.
Right.
Not too much. You realize, you like to test your physical skills, but you realize that you actually don't have...
You don't have much.
You don't have much physical skill, but you do like to test it every once in a while, see where you're at, see how you're standing. And you like music, and you can feel the rhythm sometimes.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm flow through you.
Right. I love that. I
nicely
love feeling
put.
the rhythm flow through me.
Nicely put.
And as for me, let's see.
I would not expect you to be much different.
You just like testing your skills as much as you can.
Nowadays, I'm really limited to RPGs. There are two types of RPGs I like, which are turn-based and then the more action-based, like Bloodborne. And then there's the Osu, which is the rhythm game. That's pretty much what I'm limited to nowadays. I'll play the occasional shooter. I'll play the occasional strategy game. So yeah, I'm not too much different from Tyler's, minus the strategy. I don't play strategy too often. So I'd say my imagination runs rampant. I like to make choices, but like I do appreciate strategy and thinking, but I don't like thinking too much. I mean, I like to test my skills quite a lot. I like it when a game has a high skill cap and I can see myself improve over time. I like that self-growth, and I think that's about it.
It's good. It's good.
So that was the pseudo-scientific psychology bullshit section of the podcast.
It's a good part of it. It's a good part of it.
Now, don't take any of this seriously. don't read into it too much.
Reading is not very good.
Reading's not good for you.
Right, Luke?
It can damage your eyes.
It is true. People who read a lot tend to have glasses, and they're short-sighted.
Can't see shit.
Well, you see, that's a different thing. People who enjoy reading tend to be born myopic. You know, they tend to be born with poor eyesight.
Well, not always. Some people get into reading and they start having...
I don't know. Like, I didn't have poor eyesight.
I did.
I wasn't born with poor eyesight. That grew over time, and that was mostly from playing too many video games and being too close to the screen. But I did read a lot too, and your eyes sort of adapt over time to looking at things closer, and so you lose your far sight.
Yeah, ever since I got Bell's palsy, like, I never knew how much my eyes would water, like watching TV or playing, since it never healed. Like, my eye would just keep running and running and running.
So is there anything of particular importance left?
Last night, after I got home, I went to go have a drink of water. I'm drinking this water, and it suddenly occurs to me, I haven't had anything to drink all day. I am a hair's breadth away from dying.
No, I mean, not really, but...
Your body was telling you
Thought
you
it
were
was
thirsty.
Anything else of importance?
Well,
I mean, were you delusional?
the M1 Grand
I might have been.
come back to Black Ops 3.
Well, I mean, if you play Black Ops 3 on a regular basis, I suppose.
Yes. After
I'm pretty tired of Call of Duty by now.
I was done with Call of Duty when they put magic in the game.
Magic.
Yeah.
zombies.
No, fucking superpowers.
It's not magic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Hold on, what?
Yeah, I think your analysis of Quinn's video game preferences were right on
It's not-
spot.
Let's
Like,
just end it
like,
here
I
before
mean,
we get.
you can explain things. You can come up with all sorts of bullshit about why these specialists in Black Ops 3 have these crazy powers. You can come up with all this bullshit technology, but in the end,
It's a fucking game.
I mean,
It's magic.
it's magic.
It's a fucking.
In the end, it's magic.
It is. The only time I want to see magic is when I'm playing Elder Scrolls games, where it's not disguised as some bullshit technology. It's just straight up magic.
Look, when you at a certain point, technology and science gets to such a high level,
It's gonna take a
magic.
step back.
I mean, you know that, right?
Like
Right.
Halo.
Right.
Right. Many literature things have very thoroughly explored
Yeah.
this.
At some point, science is no different than magic.
Also, in Rainbow Six, they brought 2 new specialists.
Now, do they use magic as well?
No. Rainbow Six is it's not in the future.
It's a legit game.
Yes.
It's Tom Clancy.
They
so-
brought Canadian Special Forces, which is really cool.
Canadian Special Forces are pretty fucking badass.
The defense.
Do they squirt maple syrup at their enemies?
No, they just become snow, sneak up on you, stab you, and make your body become snow.
and they added a new map that was in the snow.
Now, where does the maple syrup come in?
It doesn't.
Oh.
Then they're not Canadian Special Forces.
After they kill you, they sit
No,
down for
like Russians,
pancakes.
they only feed off vodka. Their vodka's swapped with maple syrup with Canadians.
Alright, so Canadian Special Forces only eat maple syrup.
Yeah.
All right, this is enough
Podcasting.
borderline racist speak about Canadians.
Racist.
Yeah, racist.
All right. I guess to white people, but
Yeah, you stupid ginger fuck. Go back to
You
Ireland.
damn racist. Not all white people are the same.
pretty much.
That's racist.
That is really racist. I mean,
It's
Louis
like saying
is
all Asians
Louis
are the
is
same.
white, so can you look in his
Whoa,
eyes?
whoa! That's too far.
You said all white people are the same.
White people have been privileged too much.
All right, that's enough of
You
this.
just triggered
This
me,
this
Luke.
needs to stop. we've just triggered several people. On the
We've
internet.
triggered everybody at this table.
Thank you for listening to the Barrow
My
Bros.
PTSD has been triggered.